couple things you guys need to know if you're watching this.
The
Number
Boston
one,
Kid's back.
The Boston Kid is back. Number two, the shoes that Brenna's wearing may look like regular black running shoes with patent leather, but they're Maggiano, which means they're probably Maggiani. It doesn't matter, but they're probably at least $600. Now,
are those the boots I bought you?
They're not, but you like
those are the Andy Dufresnes.
They're the Andy Dufresnes.
Those are the Shawshanks.
Yeah, I wear both. Now,
don't wear
I want to
those.
apologize because Brendan and I are kind of like, we're a little hoarse today from our shows.
Yeah. I literally, yesterday I could not speak. When you called me, I went, kid text only. I didn't talk all day.
Yeah.
And I'm back.
You're back.
Kind of. It's more of a sexy voice. 3 shows in a day.
Well, I
text you, Rogan, and Dalia. I was like, hey, they want me to add another show. And everyone's like, we've done that. Yay.
Yeah. I should have said absolutely not. Ended up in the hospital. I'm in Denver and I do 3 shows, so you know how thin the air is. I also had a cold.
How long ago
I
was
also
this?
hadn't been sleeping.
How long ago was this?
Probably 5-6 years ago.
So
when I was doing In Plain Sight, whenever that was. Now, here's the clincher.
So you did 3 shows in Denver, high altitude.
Yeah,
so it's tough to get oxygen there.
Well, I ended up in the hospital. I went to Toronto right away.
Flew from there to Toronto.
Went to go do shows there and couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. And I was lying down and I couldn't breathe. So I said, I'm having a heart attack, went to the hospital. They ran all these heart tests on me in Toronto. I seem to have been fine. They said, you don't have any heart issues. You're just probably exhausted.
Overworked.
Couldn't sleep all night, though. And then I didn't.
You can't sleep.
Definitely not in a hospital. And you're not, when you're traveling, you're all fucked up. You know, I'm on LA time. I'm doing press. The whole thing is a disaster. I got a very rare disease that only children get called foot and mouth disease.
Oh,
and my friend,
I've heard
you get blisters.
You're sucking on feet.
No, you get blisters. I put my hands in my pocket for a sec. And I mean, think about this. I put my hands in my pocket. Oh, I'm sorry. And I had gone to Vegas to do a show. Right after that, I put my hand in my pocket and I went, ooh, that hurts. What do I have? I have blisters on my hands. That night I had blisters on my feet, on the bottom of my feet. I was like,
hands and feet.
Yeah, that's not good. Now that's where you get yourself checked for syphilis or some weird, I don't know. I was like, now my hands were covered in blisters on the bottom of my feet. Think about how fun this would be. And on the end of your toes. That's a good time to put your shoes in, your feet into. So long story short, I go to the doctor immediately because I knew this surgeon who got me in. I'm in New Mexico. I get there. The guy goes, holy shit, open your mouth. I open my mouth. He goes, whoa, dude, I think you have foot and mouth. I'm going to go get the pediatrician, whatever he calls him. Pediatrician comes in and goes, I haven't seen a case like this in an adult in so long.
Damn, how'd you get it?
My buddy called me up and goes, he's a doctor, and he goes, Bryan,
sucking on toes.
Stop this bullshit. You're not sleeping.
Yeah.
And you're getting weird shit. There is no reason. The only time an adult gets that is if they're completely wiped out.
Yep.
And I just, you keep grinding.
Keep grinding.
Yeah, foot and mouth. I go, oh, that is the best part. I go, well, I have blisters on my feet. I've never been more uncomfortable, and I have a cold. Can you tell me how I get rid of this? They go, oh, it's self-correcting.
Rest.
Self-correcting.
Just rest.
Yeah,
right?
I have about 10 days. Enjoy that 10 days.
It's tough when you do a show and you're in Calgary. You were right, man. The Calgary scene was fucking amazing.
Amazing.
Everyone was great. They're the nicest people in the world.
Incredible.
And the owners of Yuck Yucks, forget the name.
Kevin and Angie.
Angie's amazing.
Yeah.
But there's
Dale.
Dale.
No, and also, he's going to kill me. He's my boy. He's got Scott. God damn it. Sorry, Scott.
That. So I love those guys. So
great guys.
We do the shirts.
Yeah.
We sell merch, and I'm doing the meet and greet. And one of the guys come up to me, and Canadians, they're so nice. They come up to me. I'm in the back, right, about to go out, and they're like, we got a problem. I'm like, what? I haven't seen these guys panic at all. And they go, we got a problem. I don't know if you heard or not. I'm like, oh shit, something's going down, man. He goes, someone took a shirt. Someone? I apologize on the behalf of Calgarians. And he's like getting choked up. He goes, someone took a shirt. I go, what? He goes,
so awesome.
Someone took a single. He goes, took a single shirt. He goes, yeah. And I go, oh, I don't give a shit, man.
At all.
I don't care at all.
I'll give them away.
It's all good, man. He goes, it's not good. And he goes, I'm on it. I go, no. And he leaves. I go, no, it's not. He leaves. Listen to this. I'm doing the meet and greet. Jay's there, we're doing our thing. Security and those 3 guys come rushing in. I'm like, what? And I forgot we had that. I go, what happened? He goes, he's there. And they have a picture. They went through the video.
Oh my God.
During the time they did that and have this full-blown picture of this guy looking at the camera.
Oh
like
my
this.
God.
And I'm talking to the guy. They take
You
him,
were?
Yeah.
Oh,
and they take him down.
That's fucking hilarious.
Literally take him down. Him and his buddy take him out of the building. I'm like, he can have the shirt. It's not a big deal.
Give him the shirt.
They're like, not on our watch, not on our time. I'm like, all right, well, I love you guys.
Around.
They were the best.
Yeah.
And you're right. That Chris LaBelle,
Yeah.
one of the nicest guys in the world.
Great guy.
Great guy. Really, really
Did
good.
well
dude.
too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, man.
Good comic.
He had a bit in the back where he was doing it with me and Jay about this black comic in L.A., and he was mimicking him, and it's one of the hardest times I've ever laughed. I'm like, dude, you have to go on stage. He's like, really? I'm like, yes.
He's very good at, Chris is really good at characters.
He's fucking
really
funny,
good at
man.
characters. Yeah.
He was hilarious.
Yeah, dude.
He was really funny.
He's a talented dude.
He really is, man.
He's a real comic.
Yeah.
Like he's Canada's got good comedy, and Chris is one
Jim
of those
Carrey's
guys.
from Canada, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, they have a whole tradition of that.
You know who
shit.
was in Canada when I was there at the same time? Ellen DeGeneres doing a show across the street.
in Calgary?
Across the street.
Didn't matter though, did it? You got fans.
No, but it's obviously completely different demographic.
Yeah.
But also, she was filming the Ellen show. She wasn't doing stand-up.
okay.
She doesn't do stand-up anymore.
I know, which is a tragedy.
I know. She
She's
does
amazing.
Q&A still.
Money can sometimes, unless you're Joe Rogan or Bill Burr or one of those guys, has been known to fuck up. TV gigs and money been known to fuck up many a great stand-up career.
But also being...
That will never happen.
It's tough to be creative, too. That's going to happen. Hold on. Save that time slot when Bryan said that.
No.
And a year from now.
No, it never will.
This is Bryan. It's been a good run. Stand up.
It's been a good
and this
run.
is me.
I am doing...
Season 2 got greenlit. I'm never doing
the
it
Price
again.
is Right, but let me explain. They're giving me $6 million a year.
Like, if you're Drew Carey and they're like, hey, Price
It's
is Right.
easy. When you've been on the road grinding your whole life and then you're 55 and they go, here's a $6 million check. And you go, man, God, the weather's nice here.
Well,
I can have a swimming pool and a
is there
tennis
anything
court.
harder than coming up with new material?
Oh, my God.
I don't have to do that anymore.
And just the travel and sitting in a hotel alone. Stand-up is a solitary process. You're alone.
Uh-huh.
And to get good, you kind of have, Rogan was talking about this, part of what, so the more popular you get, you can do less shows for more money. So you can go do a Friday night and make a shitload of money. You're not getting good
You have to do a
when
ton
you
of
see
shows.
dudes that are doing 5-6 shows a weekend. That's how you get good.
Correct.
That's how shit changes.
Correct.
And so that grind is, no matter, George Carlin talked about it. I don't care how famous you are. In some towns, you're at the Best Western. You're at a hotel that's, you can smell that rug.
It'll bum you
cleaner.
out. It'll bum you out.
Man. Yeah, it'll bum you out. You got a window that won't open.
I always send you and Dalia pictures of me in the green room by myself.
Yep.
Every show I go
And
to.
you are a pack animal. You don't like being alone. You're not a solitary guy.
No,
You're a team
that is
player.
not me.
You're Mr. Team.
Yeah.
At least I'm a solitary fuck up
Yeah, you're
guy.
good at it.
And so's Dalia, but you like a support system, man.
Correct. I like to be
Isn't it
around.
funny how you are that way, but you chose fighting?
I know.
And you chose stand up. What's
know.
that about?
I don't know.
The fuck? You know what I mean?
I should talk to someone.
No, I think that we do things like
But I feel a sense of community in stand up.
Yeah, you do.
On the stage, even though I'm on stage, I feel like I represent you, Rogan,
Yeah, you're
Dalia,
proud of it.
Kreischer, Segura. I feel like I'm part of this rat pack.
Yeah.
I'm the weird new guy that gets shot in Shawshank Redemption, the young kid, but I'm that
You get
guy.
kicked around.
Yeah.
You get bent
You're
over.
red.
Yeah. I'm red. Let me rub one out.
Rogan's Andy
Let me
Dufresne.
rub one out. Let me get in there first.
The young kid who everyone likes with eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm just saying. Sorry.
I don't took that away.
Yeah.
Boston was good though, right? I love Boston,
Boston, man. That's our town. You got some Fighter and the Kid fans in Boston. That's one of the places
crowd
where
I've
I
ever
get
had.
recognized as Brian Callen. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Instead
not
of
Brendan's sidekick? Dude, I thought we were on this journey.
That's not what I was going to say.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Why did you finish my sentence with that?
I don't know.
Is
man.
that something you think?
No.
Then why'd you say it out loud?
That's what the people are saying.
Why'd you say it out loud, and why is my voice so clear, and why is your voice not? Because because I'm telling the truth, and it seems to me you're lying. I demand, let's do a voice lesson right now. Drop your larynx now.
No,
Try it.
I can't.
Try it. Relax your larynx, think it down, and open your mouth. Try it.
Lay off me, I'm starving.
No. Try it again.
Try it again.
Try it again.
Try it again. It does feel nice.
I can hear that.
But I'm talking like this.
Like you're yawning. Try this. Oh!
You kept, I'd text you, I'm losing my voice. Like, dude, drop your larynx. You keep telling me that.
Yeah.
And when you tell me that, I want to strangle you.
Keep it
because
down.
you've told me that for years now.
Keep it down.
I can't do it.
Well,
I'm fine. My voice is back. Kind of.
Sort of, yeah.
It was gone yesterday. I'll quit talking after we do the show for the rest of the day.
Right.
Even though my son's like, what the fuck's wrong with my dad?
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boston, though. I love it, man.
It's a great place. It really is. I walked for miles through Boston.
I would say it's the best walking town.
In some ways, it can be.
Because obviously in New York, you can go everywhere, but you go on the subway. There, it's
you
just, there's
just
so much
see
shit
history,
to do.
man. You see buildings that were there, have been there since the founding of the nation. It's kind of wild. You see old statues. And I think that the population knows that they're part of a very deep tradition, a root. Like where Boston is where Southie was, where Whitey Bulger ran shit.
Ooh, love that.
Yeah, so there's all these. That was a very rough place. Now, of course, it's completely gentrified. Back in the day, he ran that town.
Yeah, you got Whitey there. You got Ben Affleck from there.
And yeah, there was the Irish, and then there was the Italian mafia actually ran everything.
Correct.
It's pretty wild, man. Pretty wild. But Calgary, first time he'd been in Calgary.
First time, some guy came up to me after the show, older gentleman. He goes, dude, I feel like you and Bryan are so mean to each other these days. I went, what?
That's not true.
No, not at all, man.
That's so funny that people say that.
I love when people say that. The show's never been better.
I love when people go, I'm worried about you guys. Are you? Do you know what Canada's national animal is?
Ooh, don't tell me.
Chin. Don't Google it.
Chin.
I'm getting it ready, but you want to go first?
What were you going to say? God, I should know this.
That's a...
Now think of all the animals in Canada. You got some
shitload.
You got some badass animals.
Is it a moose?
I was going to guess moose or elk.
Not a bad guess. You're wrong.
No, it's wrong. It's a Wolverine.
Not a bad guess.
Badger.
You're wrong.
Badger.
You're not a bad guess. You're wrong. You got polar bears. You got wolves. You got all kinds of stuff.
Black bears, brown bears.
Got all that stuff.
White bears.
You'd think it'd be a polar bear.
No, Canada?
No.
Fuck
A lot
no.
of polar bears.
Moose. When I think Canada, I think moose.
Yeah, I think moose too.
It's a beaver.
Dang, I was going to say that, but he said badger. I thought it was almost
It's
the same
the old
thing.
beaver.
Damn it.
How funny.
Kind of a lame animal.
I think because they used to be trapped a lot. That's where the trappers would go.
A lot
up
of furs.
A lot of furs. Up
There's
there.
a show called, I forget what it's called, Frontier, about the fur trade up
Well,
there.
listen, a beaver blanket, nothing like it on your body. Let's be honest. I'm not saying you should kill animals and, skin them for their fur, but
If you had to.
if you had to and you had the cash, yeah.
That or a hamster.
Hamster. Well, the
Hamster.
Mongols used to take the field hamsters and, they would eat.
You talking about groundhogs?
Well, the Mongols would take field mice and they would cut them up into the pieces and they would make coats out of the fur of the mice.
A lot of fur, though.
Oh, it's a lot. It's a labor intensive thing. They used to also take marmot. They used to take marmot and they would hollow it out and put hot rocks in it. That's how they'd cook it. Then you'd eat marmot.
Well,
they would also drink fermented mare's milk.
That's disgusting.
It's delicious.
You know Buster, our friend Siam? You know Buster comes on the road. He sells our shirts. Jay's best friend. You know Buster.
Yeah, great guy.
Went to
Sweet
Costa
guy.
Rica with
He's,
him. Dance off.
He also a serial killer.
Good chance him and Chin are in cahoots together killing people. One's in Seattle, one's down here.
If you guys moved in together as a couple, I would not be surprised.
No, I would pay for your rent. But the thing is in Canada, he ordered a rabbit, a straight up rabbit.
To eat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I've eaten rabbit.
For breakfast, he had rabbit and duck.
Rabbit is
I
delicious.
looked at Buster. I went, what's wrong with you?
But rabbit and duck are both delicious.
You like rabbit?
Rabbit
It's
is
greasy, right?
It's a white flaky meat. Better than chicken.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're good. They're delicious. You'd love rabbit. I can't believe you never had
I
stewed
don't like gamey
rabbit.
meat, bro.
It's not gamey at all. Stewed rabbit is not gamey at all.
Ducks, oof.
You got to
that's
eat
pork.
rabbit. That's a slow roasted pork shoulder, which I also love.
Duck is super greasy.
Yeah, duck is greasy, but it's a darker meat, but I love it. I eat that
I don't
too.
like dark meat.
When you get wild turkey, you get a wild tom. You know, when you bag yourself a tom, sorry, this is hunter talk, and you skin that tom, when you dress the tom in the field, because I dress
Slit his throat hanging upside down.
You do a lot of stuff, bro. The legs on a domestic turkey, white. I mean,
drumsticks.
I mean, they're dark, but it's dark meat. You break a tom down, you dress a tom, the legs,
They're dark.
got some dark, bloody muscle meat.
You know those are
mean,
actually healthier for you? The dark meat's actually healthier?
That's what they
the
say.
nutrients because of the blood?
That's probably what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah.
White meat's not as healthy as
I
the
will
dark.
always tap a tom's vein. I'll capture a tom, tap its little vein, drink its turkey blood, and then set it free.
A little tom-tom?
And they'll fly. You know, a tom can fly, a turkey can fly into a tree, and then they'll roost in a tree. They call it roosting. And you'll hear them going, "Oh." When you hunt a turkey, what's the guy tell you when you never hunt a turkey? He goes like this. Steve Ranella goes, you have to understand something about a turkey. And he goes, what? And he goes, everybody wants to eat a turkey. Everybody in the fucking forest wants to eat a turkey. Your food on two legs, and you got a beak.
Yeah, they're the trolls of wildlife.
Everybody wants to eat.
They're the trolls, like the internet trolls of human beings. They're turkeys in the animal kingdom.
They're just prey.
They're just there.
Yeah, they're big fat.
Your job is get eaten the fuck up.
That's right. Your job is to be low.
Your job is to be
chain.
just a bunch of stupids and get eaten up.
Correct. They're a bunch of stupids, and they are. Although they're very cautious.
You're talking about a troll.
like people who study turkeys. Very boring. I don't care. I don't care about turkeys.
No, you know what's worse with someone studying turkeys? People telling you about turkeys.
And you know what's worse than people telling you about turkeys? Being a turkey.
That'd be a shitty deal.
Yeah. You don't want to be a turkey.
Hell no.
Now, have you ever thought about they always describe consciousness as like something has to be conscious, a sentient being for it to, and the way to define it is that it would have
about
to be
vegans.
No, it would just have to be. It would have to be. It'd be.
It has to know what's going on.
You'd have to know what it would be like to be that. Right? It'd have to be something like that. So in other words, what's it like to be a turkey when it wakes up in the morning? What is it like? Is he like, I'm up, I'm in the tree, I got to come down, I got to eat, I got to peck at the ground and eat everything that I can find, like insects or whatever. But the coyotes, the foxes, there are hawks. So I got threats from the ground and silent death from the sky because owls and hawks and
predators,
eagles.
man. You're going hard on turkeys right now.
Yeah.
You're going hard on turkeys.
But can you imagine if you walked around and you had to worry about threats from the sky and the ground?
Yeah.
You're looking up and you're looking down all the time, bro.
That's life, bro. For all of us.
You know what I mean? You don't got ears. You don't got eyes. You're like, God, why did you give me eyes on the top of my head? I had to see my friend get plucked away.
Why are you talking like a black turkey now?
Yeah, they're black.
What the fuck?
Hey, Chin, see if you can find hawk grabs duck.
No,
I
turkey.
watched this with my
You're
child.
talking all this. You can't switch to a duck.
Sure.
Different animal.
Hawk with turkey, too. Watch what they do. They come down. Turkeys are, actually, turkeys
You
are
said
big.
duck, right?
Yeah. Turkeys are
Turkeys
big.
are fucking gnarly.
Now, I've seen this with my own eyes. I was with my daughter when she was a little girl.
Falcon
We're
decapitates
feeding
duck.
ducks.
Let me
I
see
know.
that, bro.
Which one do you want
Look
to
at
see?
that second one. Yeah, let me see
Second
that shit. I've had to sit through Callan's boring ass navigation of turkeys. I at least want to see a duck get his head ripped off.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's a hunting falcon.
Oh, but they're just gonna do some poor.
Can you see how they just took the hood off that falcon?
Yeah, they're always hilarious looking when they have the hood
You
on.
need to know something. Falcons are ruthless.
Yeah, no shit.
They go hunting. They'll go find you a duck and bring it back. Isn't that incredible what human beings are able to do? This is how you harness nature, guys. You get your dog to flush the duck. What we're doing is flushing ducks right now, Brendan.
Do you really need to flush them? Can
Yeah, you
that
gotta
falcon
flush
just
them,
kind of
bro.
go down
You gotta
and
flush
fuck?
them. Now, your shotgun's not going to reach that far. Your scattergun ain't going to catch them. You got to get them flying over directly over you. You understand me?
Oh, fast.
Okay, that hawk just grabbed itself a duck.
No. Oh.
Look at that.
Yep, grabbed it.
Isn't that incredible?
Okay, can we get some better fucking camera work here?
It's too
That
far
dog's
away.
trying to fuck things up.
Guys, why don't you run over?
The feet.
Oh.
They make little,
Falcon's hungry.
They eat
and then in
Oh, jeez, just like that.
the feathers.
Yeah, man.
God,
Falcons
I
are-
like
they're
it.
carnivores.
Ducks are cool looking, man. Fuck that.
They're
falcon.
beautiful animals.
Falcons are stupid.
No, they're not. They're
I like
birds
ducks,
of prey,
bro.
buddy. Look at that. The ruthless disregard for how it eats.
But why eat the feathers?
Because you need to learn. That's why. Sorry, you guys have to see that.
Birds and
All due respect to anybody who's a vegan. That's what happens in the wild. In the wild.
part of them. Did you have good food in Boston?
I did have good food in Boston. I had. I'm trying to stay away from cheese, of course, because of cholesterol. All that bullshit.
And a
But the
nice
problem was
cheese.
they had this goddamn. I walk into this
provolone?
restaurant. I knew I should have turned around.
They have.
And they had a pig's leg on this thing, and I looked at it, I went, that pig's leg is from Spain, or it's from fucking the Basque region of
Also known as
France.
called jamon.
It's Iberico, and it's aged, and it tastes better than Parmesan cheese, but it's pig, and it's so delicious they sell it by the ounce.
Wait, but it's not
I got
cheese,
myself
bro.
$38 worth of
It's not
fucking-
cheese.
I got myself $38 worth of shaved pork leg, and I
nice.
ate that. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Then I had this salmon fried rice that this Chinese woman, like, she grew up making it some special way she did it. It was
racist.
It was
So racist.
it was delicious. Then she had a garden, and I had pea tendrils with
Where the
avocado.
fuck did you go eat with? You hung up some old Chinese.
I was alone.
You
I was
hung out in
alone.
her garden
I was
and shit?
alone. But then the
she made
manager
fried rice?
recognized me from the Goldbergs, and she brings me out a
Never
crazy good cheese plate. I
You
mean, I
can't-
had
can't be
sheep and
rude.
goat cheese.
Can't be rude.
I had to eat it.
Can't be rude.
Yeah. Can't be rude. I ate the shit out of it. If I die of a heart attack,
You had
have a heart attack?
Rogan. What a show, though. What a show.
Oh,
I wish I was
Thursday.
there so bad. Thursday night, listen to this. Thursday night, Rogan did an hour.
yeah.
Bryan did an hour. Tony Hinchcliffe.
Tony Hinchcliffe got up and did
was
about
a
15
fucking
minutes.
killer.
Did 15 minutes. Rogan does an hour, then I do an hour. And Stevie did 10 minutes.
What a show. Stevie was the MC.
Yeah, it was a sick
So you
show.
had Stevie MC.
Yeah.
Tony do 20 minutes.
It was crazy.
Then Rogan.
You got your
and
money's
you.
worth on Thursday. You got your money's worth when you came
Fuck's
out.
sakes.
Unbelievable. Because Rogan was like, because I knew he wanted to work his 1
shooting
hour.
a
And
special.
he goes, I'll just do, 20 minutes if that's okay. And I go, no, you'll do an hour. You're working your fucking hour. And he goes, no, I would never do that. I go, well, you will, because it makes no difference to me. And also, you got to get ready for your 1 hour.
And people
Do a
love it.
Yeah. Do an hour. I don't give a shit. I don't care at all.
He did 20 or 30 minutes for my show.
Okay.
But it was-
for
but
me, he did
but
probably
he was-
45.
He shot his hour the next day after yours.
next 2 days.
Heard he knocked it out, and this is from Tony Hinchcliffe's telling me this. Heard he knocked it out of the park on the first try.
Dude, his new hour is great. I love
His
it.
bit on Harvey Weinstein, man.
Oh my
I
God.
laughed so hard.
So good.
I laughed so hard.
So good. Yeah.
Monster. Tony Hinchcliffe's killing it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all a good group.
Tony Hinchcliffe is a huge WWE fan, and I was it was Saturday night between shows 2 and 3, between 2 and 3. Our boys from Yucca came in the back. I was in the green room with my brother, and they go, just let you know, you have a special guest sitting in the front row, but don't draw any attention to him or call him out. I'm like, who is it? They're like, it's Bret the Hitman Hart. I'm like, what?
Bret the
fuck?
Hitman Hart.
Some regarded as the number one wrestler in the world of all time.
Is that right?
Yeah, and he owns Calgary, sir. Born and raised, his family or teachers there. His dad has had a whole fucking house there where all the kids wrestle. That's his niece, who's a star for the WWE now.
Wow.
Yeah, but he had a heart attack recently, or a little bit ago. Beat heart attack and cancer. But he was there, like he was little.
How humbling.
But he was there.
What
Had the best stories, man.
I bet he did. Bret the Hitman Hart. He had cancer too?
Yeah, had cancer. Some
What
think
kind of
like
cancer?
the best in-ring wrestler of all time, man. Is
that right?
And he told us some great stories.
Great guy.
But it was weird because he was Jay's favorite wrestler as a kid growing up, and he would only stare at Jay.
Really?
Isn't
that weird?
And he was just like this, staring at Jay. Jay's not great with.
No.
So Jay's all.
No.
As he's staring out, at Jay's like this,
Yeah. How old is Bret?
and Jay goes, "Must be 70."
Oh, is
I
he
don't
that
know.
old?
I don't know how old he is, but Jay goes, "Dude, I feel like you're staring through my soul." Jay goes,
And by the way, he was.
Jay goes, he's 60.
60.
Jay goes, we had a moment. I went, you had about a 30-minute moment. I thought you guys were going to fucking become tag team partners or some shit.
60.
Did you hear what happened to his brother?
No.
Oh, Owen Hart was a WWE wrestler, WWF, sorry. I
Fell?
keep saying. He was the guy that was doing
guy
a
who
stunt and fell and died.
That
They said he was the glue to the family.
Oh man,
I'd love to get him on the podcast.
that can have a lot
to be
to do with your
honest,
heart, man.
To be honest, he'd be great on here. Be dead serious though. He needs more of a 3-hour platform. Him and Rogan together would be epic. I know Rogan's not into
Because
wrestling.
he's got
but
so many stories. Lived a life and lived a hard life, I would imagine.
yeah, when your brother dies in a family of like 7 and they've had their issues.
That'll
And
cause you a heart attack. That'll hurt your
had a
heart.
beautiful wife, a lot younger.
I bet.
Bet the hitman ain't no joke.
No. Well, he's not playing around. You understand?
That
what kind of
sweatshirt's
cancer
not
do you have?
playing
I'm
around.
curious. I don't know why.
That sweatshirt's not playing around. I sent that to you and Dalia. I said, Brian, close your eyes. Dalia, you like? Dalia goes, I love. And you respond back, fuck.
Yeah, I did. I was like, fuck. Damn sweatshirt.
Change my outfit for every show. Brought change of clothes.
You did, huh?
First show, second show, third show, different
You got
outfit.
to do that sometimes. I used to do that. I
Yeah, I
sweat
guess-
right through my clothes.
Yeah, I don't want to sweat.
No.
Also,
I run. You know how I burn hot?
you burn hot, bro.
I run hot.
Oh, we didn't illegally stream the fights either in the back because
No.
on FS1, so we didn't pull a Brian Callen and steal from these poor
No, of
fighters.
course not. You didn't,
So we
you didn't watch Kevin Lee just
dismantle. Hey, I was saying this on Below the Belt, and maybe you know, I'd like just a general perspective on this. When Khabib absolutely destroyed Barboza,
Yeah.
we all said he was the next coming of baby Jesus in Russian form.
Yeah, and then
Kevin
you-
Lee does the same thing but worse,
Yeah.
and no one's saying shit this morning.
Yeah, and that's a really, really good point. And maybe it's because Edson Barboza, as awesome as he is always been known as a very explosive striker. But we're not surprised.
Kevin outstruck him.
Yeah, I know. That's the other problem.
And
But I
when Kevin
also-
took him down, you could say he did more damage than Khabib did. His
did.
the first 2 rounds, 10-8.
When I saw,
How great is his ground and pound?
when I saw Edson's face, I was like, I don't want to watch this because I saw it on Instagram.
Thank God they stopped it.
But also, I think also a lot of people are. I think a lot of people feel like Kevin Lee is coming up, and Edson's had so many fights, and coming off that beating from
Number 5 in the world, though.
yes, amazing. I'm taking nothing away from Edson, but after taking a beating like he did from Khabib, that takes shit out of you.
JDS
it has to.
A la JDS Kane.
Exactly. And so to see Kevin do that, I'm not taking anything away from Kevin Lee because he looked amazing as well.
He's on
But I'm
Below the
just
Belt
saying,
tomorrow, by
Gives
the
you
way.
also an idea how good Tony Ferguson is. And even though Kevin had staff, but it doesn't matter.
Now remember, Tony Ferguson, they all have the same, this Barboza, the common opponent. Tony Ferguson was the only one to finish him out of those guys.
That's right.
Tony Ferguson submitted him with a Darce
That is correct, sir. That is correct. And I will say this, I believe if Tony Ferguson ever gets a crack at Khabib, I believe Tony Ferguson beats Khabib.
Oh,
How
wow.
about that?
Wow.
Yeah. I believe he lights
That's
him up on his
bold.
feet. And I believe he stops the takedown.
Ooh, no.
And not
He
only
gets taken
that,
down.
sure, if he takes him, he gets taken
But
down.
it's trouble down
I
there for
believe he
Khabib.
stays. I believe he gets on his back and he's trouble on his back. I believe he stands up. I believe he has his cardio. He's got cardio for days. He's more creative as a fighter. I think as the fight goes on with Khabib, as he lights him up more and more, those takedowns become less frequent.
Yeah,
So I
that's
put my
fair.
money on Ferguson. Now, I don't know Kevin Lee from. Are you entertaining the idea of? Are you playing with the idea of Kevin Lee fighting Khabib?
Yeah,
you are.
100%.
Based on what he did to
Great
Edson.
fight.
Great fight.
Similar styles, but
Or does-
Kevin's more athletic.
Or does
Khabib's better grappler.
Khabib take him to the ground and? Well, Khabib doesn't submit people. He just gets
No,
you
he just
in a
beats you
weird
up.
position and beats you up.
Kevin's tough to take down, but he would get. I think Khabib takes on anyone in the world, but
Yeah.
that's a great fight. I don't know what they're going to do. At 55, this is my whole kind of spiel rant on the Below the Belt this morning was, what do you do at 55? It's so stacked. There's arguments for Dustin Poirier, Eddie Alvarez, Tony Ferguson's out, Conor McGregor has legal problems, and then you got fucking Kevin Lee there too. So
I wouldn't mind seeing Lee Poirier actually. I think that'd
then
be
what
a
do you
great
do with
fight.
Eddie Alvarez?
I'm just not as excited to watch Eddie, as great as Eddie is. I'm not as excited to watch Eddie Alvarez fight as I am Kevin Lee and Dustin.
Kevin Lee would be the bigger
I
number.
just feel like both those guys have
you're-
really been.
If you're going off base what the UFC just does these days, as far as they don't care about really anything except for numbers, Kevin Lee's your best.
Did you
bet.
watch the Cub Swanson Frankie Edgar
Yeah,
fight?
thank God Frankie won. Man.
Frankie looked great.
God
Frankie
he
looked
did.
like his old self. He wasn't able to take down Cub, but that's not saying anything. But he looked great.
The Showtime boxing, you probably didn't see it because it was tough for me to see. I had to watch
sure
last
did.
night. The Showtime
sure
boxing
did.
was amazing.
Well, I the problem with me is I have that iPad now, and I have the Showtime app, so I watch all of the boxing and
Below the belt.
and below the belt. You're damn right I do, because that comes up first on my thing. But I have to say that, did you watch the Adrian Broner Jesse Vargas fight?
I don't mind a draw.
Great fight.
I don't mind
It was a
draws.
great
I don't mind
fight.
draws. This everyone wants to get all up in arms about draws. I don't mind draws.
That was a great fight, man.
I'd rather see a draw than screw people over.
And I'm going to say this. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it out loud. When I watch boxing on that level,
You think you know what you're doing?
well, number one,
I thought you were going to say
Number one, I'm going to be honest, and you're going to laugh at me. I don't care. I train hard. I'm going to have a fucking hard time in the making 144.
147.
147. No, these guys were. Vargas was fighting at 44, I think, in this. Whatever. Is that the same thing, welterweight?
Should be 47, and then
Oh, it was 140. Actually, they might have been fighting.
140. No, Adrian Broner used to fight at 140.
I'm going to have a
but he
tough
has
time.
hard
I can't fight at 35. I might be able to suck down to 40. Either way, these guys are going to beat me in there. Their fucking cardio is better than mine. I'm seeing what they're doing, dude.
You know, I think if you just get in the gym more, bro, you could get there.
First of all, Broner's not hitting me with that fucking left hook that he does. That's hilarious.
How great's that left hook?
I salute it. I answer back. But Jesse Vargas did look a lot more battered, but he fought a great fight.
Catch weight, correct?
Catch weight, 44.
44.
There you go.
Catch weight at 44.
So I'm going to have a tough time making that. So I'm already dieting.
But I like that you have your eyes on
I
the
thought
prize.
Adrian Broner was so classless, though. I'll beat his ass.
Have you not seen fight before?
I've seen all the
Have
fights.
you seen his interviews?
I've seen all the fights, but I haven't seen that.
His interviews are hilarious.
I don't watch that.
Oh, you seen with the
It's
promoter?
low class shit.
His promoter, yeah, that's him.
It's
his
low class
promoter.
shit.
He's all fuck you. No, right before he's like, you all want me to win. You're against me. Fuck you.
Calling him gay and shit after the fight.
He goes, don't disrespect me like that. Man, he goes, fuck you, that pussy. He's ruthless.
Yeah,
that's
he's
his character. Yeah.
But it's also like after the fight, after you have a great fight like that, he thanked him, said he's a warrior, but how about beat his ass?
That's what they do.
You're
bro.
gay. He's calling him gay. I was like, no homo. I think I was a close fight, but I won. No homo. You hear him say that? No homo. I was like,
hey,
bro, what the fuck are you even saying?
Before the fight in the press conference, he goes, there ain't no man that's gonna beat me off this stage. And he goes, no homo. I don't mean like beat me off. No homo. It's like, bro, we know you're
we
not
get
gay.
it. Relax.
You don't have to say
I
that.
know.
Matter of fact, you saying no homo is kind of offensive.
Yeah. And then saying, you're gay. He said some shit at the end of the fight. You're gay, man. I beat his ass. Man, I beat you. And he did some gang thing, bloods or something like that. I was like, fuck, bro, you are terrible all the way around.
No,
and I think Al Bernstein was like, charming as always.
How great's Al Bernstein?
He's great. Was Al Bernstein a boxer?
No, he's
Back in the day?
he's been doing it forever. You know, he's a musician.
Really?
Yeah, he's in Vegas. He's a phenomenal musician.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Great guy. Legend of the
I
sport.
believe it.
Then did you see Gervonta Davis?
Yes.
youngster?
God damn, he's good.
Isn't he great?
That dude is so fast. He was just standing right there. You can't hit him, and he just answers back. Pop, pop, pop.
You know what they
Pop,
want
pop,
next for him?
Huh?
You know what?
Hold on. I know who they have.
My fave.
Well, I know who they have. I mean, I know who I'd like to see.
Who?
Lomachenko.
How dare you? That's what they want. I don't think.
I mean, Lomachenko's smaller, right?
Well, then no, they can fight at that. They can fight at that class. Be a terrible idea.
Why? For who?
For Gervonta Davis,
He's too young still?
yeah, man, it's a terrible idea.
God, he looks good in everything he does, though.
He's a monster.
He looks good. You wouldn't feed him to.
Lomachenko changed his career path. Lomachenko does what he, it's.
Does he? He's that good?
Lomachenko's the guy, like, he'll fight world champions and gets them to quit. Like, they don't answer the bell. Like, you don't want that. It's not like the young Canelo when he fought Floyd.
I'll be honest with you. I have trouble seeing that with Gervonta Davis. I've watched so many of his fights now. He's so fucking fast and powerful.
He's nowhere near Lomachenko's level.
He's just not.
Not there. I don't know anyone that is, but it's not him right now.
God, man.
He might hit harder, but he doesn't have the skills to make it 12 rounds.
Really?
No.
How old is Gervonta? Young man.
24, I think. 22.
23.
He was the youngest
he's
champ for a
kid.
while.
Yeah, give him some time. Give him some time. So if you're his manager, you don't let him fight.
No, but again, if you lose to the great, the pound for pound great, you can just chalk it up to be like, well, he lost to him. He's still great, So I can see that, but Gervonta Davis is the kid you want to take under your wing and just make sure he's all right.
That's right.
He's a guy who, his reading and skill set level is not great.
No.
I won't get into details, but it's not good at all.
It's not. It's not? His skill set level's not?
No, his boxing, world class. I'm talking about his reading comprehension.
Yeah. There's not a lot of education involved, is what you're trying to say. I agree. Well, I watch
Not that he needs to read as a
Adrian Broner.
boxer.
I feel the same way about Adrian Broner. I feel like he's just,
Gervonta Davis stays in that scene, though, in Baltimore. He's...
Adrian Broner changed coaches or trainers, and his trainer is a former police officer and a known to be a disciplinarian and doesn't like any of that showboating shit.
Doesn't matter. That's like signing up, for that's what you get. That's Adrian Broner, man.
That's right.
Oof.
Not good, though. Who's next for Adrian Broner, do you think?
He's a little bit of a crossroads, man. He needs to figure out, because I think...
2 losses and 1 draw now, right?
Well, no, 1 loss, 1 draw. He lost to Mikey Garcia, which was just a fucking terrible matchup for him. But the draw at 144. So if you can't beat Vargas, who's a ridiculous boxer, if you can't beat him, you're sure as fuck not hanging with the upper echelon at 147 where he wants to compete at.
Yeah, because he's smaller than so his power.
He's explosive, but you're not beating the Porters, the Thurmans, the Spence. It's just not happening.
Too big and strong.
Yeah, it's just not. I don't know. He's at a bit of a crossroads.
I think Errol Spence is the guy who he beats everybody.
Crawford might have something to say about that.
Boxing, especially at that weight class in that area, is
boxing at 147.
It's as good as it's ever been.
Boxing
right?
at 147, 140, and then UFC at 155, 145.
As good as it gets.
I mean, people want to say fighting's on the decline. I beg to differ. It's never been better.
Yeah.
Boxing and fighting. Boxing and MMA, it's fucking great right now.
It is, man.
Just got to pay attention.
It really is.
Just got to pay attention.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight.
Now, couple of Calgarians were upset. You kept saying it's your city, You kept saying it's your city.
Yeah.
They told me to let you know it's not your
I
city.
just meant I have it locked down, and whatever you want, I say yay or nay. That's all I meant.
Oh, no, I get that.
That's all I meant.
But now you're legit headed to my city in Denver, and they keep asking, hey, please answer our text. And this is the city, the Denver.
Yeah,
on my text just shows up
Denver.
Denver. I go, who is this? Goes, the city of Denver.
Oh, okay.
And they go, are you okay with Bryan coming? I went, let me think about it. That was last week.
Now, hold on.
That was last week.
Now, hold on.
And then the
problem is it's already selling. They're already waiting in line at Comedy Works downtown.
It's weird because Comedy Works, I was just there a few months ago, went, are you sure it's all right if we bring Bryan Callen in? We don't want to offend you in any way.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, and I went, you know what? Let me think about it.
No, come on.
And I haven't got around to it, so...
No, don't.
Watch your words,
Give me the
man.
yay. Give me the yay.
We'll see. Oh, my mom needs about 7 tickets.
Your mom will have 7 tickets. I'll get them for her. Your mom and I'll.
Well, hey, man.
What?
You keep your hands off my...
Are you going to be
You
there?
keep
Are you
your
gonna be
liver-spotted hands off my mother. You keep your psoriasis hands off my fucking mother.
Hey, are you going to be there?
Hey, you keep your psoriasis hands off my fucking nubby.
No,
you
listen
keep
to
your
me.
psoriasis hands off my Aunt Nubby.
Listen to me. You're not there. They miss you. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna press myself against them like a son.
Send me a picture you squeezing them.
They're gonna go, you're back. You're hard. What's going on? Your body feels like you've been working out. I go, I have, and I'm a mature man. I'm 51. You're not that much older.
Shark Eyes Doll Smile's going to be able to rip your dick off, though.
Yeah, he will. So I'm going to look at him and I'm going to go, hey, Jay, take a walk. No, I'm just going to do it nice. I'm going to go, we'll grab a beer. But for right now, I need a little minute in the green room.
Take a hike.
With Nub and Ma.
Nub and Ma.
Take a walk.
Hey, bro.
The sisters and I have a little party. You understand?
You don't know how to train on my mom, my aunt,
Listen,
Nubby?
bro, don't use gross language, all right?
Bro, how dare you?
Don't use gross language, but we're going to play a game called Share Bride. That's all it is, Jack.
We can call a game called Rub Out My Psoriasis.
We can play a game called Share Bride.
Share Bride.
Yeah.
Share Bride.
Shit, Bryan.
You're stupid. Jay's going to your show, I think, on Friday, then he's going to Lee on Saturday.
I'm going to ask you a really personal question. In your past, you've been alive on this planet for 35 years, right?
I am dying. People are
Have you ever had a
People are
girl-
legit concerned that you and I are dying, though, by the way.
We are.
Yeah.
We are.
Carry on, though.
Have you ever had, this is a personal story, have you ever had or known anyone who's ever had two girls, one who's working your root, and the other one's working your mud whistle?
The other one's
at
blowing the
same
horn?
time?
I have not.
Okay. I'm just curious. I was just
You
curious.
have?
That's a personal question. That's a
Are
personal
you trying to
question.
pull that off with my mother and Aunt Nubby?
No,
You son
no,
of a
I'm
bitch.
not. I swear to God, that's not why I even said that. That's so disrespectful that I wouldn't even say that out loud. But I did start thinking about my 51 years on the planet.
And you've had someone do that?
I'm not going to say what I've
What
had.
kind of savage goes to your old rump hole?
I'm not going to say what I've had, but I mean, that would be appalling, wouldn't it? That there are some girls that get right into the old mud whistle and they're like, well, you're going to work that area.
Nose first?
I'm going to come around the back.
And then are they grabbing hands like this? Almost
Well,
like a teeter-totter?
Yeah, well, you
like
don't.
this?
Well, they don't want you to get. You're not going anywhere. You know, you back up. You
Oh,
got
no,
more
you're locked.
tongue.
It's like
You're locked.
human centipede.
You're locked in.
Yeah.
It's called the what's a good word for that? You're getting bookended.
I call it, you're the caboose.
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 That's right.
It's a train.
It's called.
You're the caboose.
It's called the human caboose.
Oh, and you're locked in.
It's called the human caboose.
It's
And we're
caboose.
locked and loaded.
Oh, and guess what?
What?
This one got the load.
Oh boy. Yep. Oh boy.
Oh, what's this? I got coal coming out the back. Cream out the front.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't want to watch that video at all. And you know that's been done somewhere. God damn it. Somewhere in Germany or Japan. They're in the scat
Are you
videos.
talking about no, it's called the caboose, man. I think it might be a genre.
Damn it, man! I'm sorry.
Or it is
everybody.
now.
Well, I knew I shouldn't have brought this up because
you
I
know
knew
I'll-
you'd bring this up, and then it'd be a disaster. God dang it!
Well, it all started with my mom, my aunt coming to see you, dirty fuck. How dare you?
I know. I didn't.
You keep your psoriasis
the
hands
word
off
caboose
my
didn't
mother.
come into. I got a little psoriasis right. Right in the beginning of if you look at the top crack part of a crack, if you were to look in the inside, I got a little psoriasis.
On your
dot.
asshole?
I got a dot. No, just on the
On your
top
crack.
of my crack. There's some psoriasis there. It's like, what's that red blotch?
Okay,
I'm gonna keep it there. I don't put cream on that.
It doesn't hit
area.
your dick, though, yeah?
Huh? No, doesn't hit my dick yet.
Dude,
I'm good right now, though.
Dude, I bought this
My psoriasis is better.
some shit on your sock. Those are the worst sock shoe combos I've ever seen.
Yeah, but you see my.
Oh, yeah, it's
my
not
leg is-
terrible.
You can actually look at my leg.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Yeah. It's
Looks
better.
tinier.
Yeah.
It's good.
That cream you got. Do you have any more of it? Because I bought this belt in downtown LA
Yeah.
from this Mexican dude, and it looked like he owned the shop. So I'm like, and I felt forced to buy the belt. I've been wearing it. And I think it's cheap or fake brass, and I have a rash on my tum-tum.
You got a rash on your tum tum? Let me
Yeah.
see your tum tum right
Nope.
now. Yeah, I know you're self conscious of your
Nope.
tum tum in that area.
Nope.
Show me your tum
No,
tum.
I can't because I'd have to undo my pants on camera.
So
It's not
metal
happening.
allergies are a real thing.
Yeah, I know. I think this is fake brass.
Yeah, when my
wasn't that
grandmother,
cheap.
when she had certain metals came into contact with her skin would turn black,
Mine's not
and
black.
she would get she'd get this terrible peeling on her
Oh, it
skin.
itches like crazy.
I inherited
Hey,
my
bro, so
grandmother's
what did she,
skin. I
what
just
did she
realized
do
that.
for it?
Her fingers would crack, dude.
All right,
She
well-
had terrible cracking.
All right, well,
of the
she had
fingers.
something else, clearly, but do you have
all
do you have a
related.
lotion? Or
I do have a lotion.
did I help with that?
Yeah, I have a salve. And it,
You have it in your car?
Nope, I have it in my balls. That's where it lives. It works. It's always in
you-
my balls.
Are you 13?
Yep, I am. It lives in my nuts.
Am I 12?
And with a couple of good, well-placed yanks, it can all be yours.
We got to grow up, man.
I won't grow up. And I just was like, I shouldn't say this, but it's Monday and I'm going to say it. I do have that salve. As you're asking me, your face is up and you're asking me with total sincerity. And you're
dead
asking,
serious.
I do have it in my ball.
Oh, man. I got to grow up.
Of course.
So you definitely do if I do, man.
Sure.
Oh,
Yep.
You don't have anything for that though, besides your dick.
I have it. It's my man cum.
All right, man.
Sorry, buddy.
God damn it,
You
bro.
said it.
Ridiculous.
I know. I don't even have a cap on the end of my dick.
When are you headed to Denver?
Gives a shit. Thursday, this fucking Thursday,
Stevie going
Friday,
with you?
Saturday. Yep. Get your fucking tickets. There's still only a few left.
Well, I'll be the.
And then
I'll let Denver. I'll let you know.
Calusa Casino, May 5th. Let's get out there and get our tickets. You fucks.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
Let's fucking.
By the way,
Calusa's
when
amazing.
I'm shooting my special.
In Calusa?
I'm shooting my special Talia Hall, July 20th in Chicago.
Am I
You
opening
heard
up
it
for
first
you?
here, and you're coming out for it, and you're opening for me.
All right.
So the fighter and the kid, Brennan's going to open for me. I think that's very apropos. I think
Me
it's
too.
Like, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big deal, you know?
Hell yeah, it's a big deal.
This is going to be a huge special.
It's going to be your
obviously.
biggest special yet.
July 20th. And when I'm done with that, I will not be doing the road for a little while.
Fuck yeah.
And until then, I'm doing the road a lot.
July 20th, Talia Hall.
Talia Hall.
And you know what? The best thing about this, I'm just going to charge you my flat fee. I'm not going to go crazy on you.
What? What do you, hold on. What, and don't be a dick.
No, dude, you get the family friends
Bring that
discount.
up. I've never seen Talia Hall.
It's awesome.
What are you going to charge me?
I've done Talia Hall.
Oh, I like that. Let me see that.
That's what you and I did, right, Chin?
Yeah.
I've done Talia Hall. The place
You
is
have?
fucking amazing. Yeah.
Wow. That's it, huh?
Remember you and I did the Vic Theater together there.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's
too.
Talia, huh?
Talia Hall's sick.
Really?
Great food. Oh, you'll love it. In
Am
the
I gonna like
basement,
it? I
they
think I am gonna
They have
like
the best restaurant in the basement. Talia Hall's fucking that's perfect, B.
Good,
It's
right?
huge.
Awesome.
Like I said, now I don't know what your budget is. Okay, I don't know. I know you're a
but be
big deal
careful now, but be
and you got your
careful.
show on ABC,
Right.
and it's like a big deal.
Yeah.
So I know you make money. You
Yeah,
know?
so be
And I know
careful.
you got to shoot in the special.
Sure.
How many minutes you want me to do? Like what? 20?
Yeah.
30?
20 minutes.
All right, 20 minutes. You want me to do 20 minutes in Chicago? So the friend family discount, and you won't fuck my
dude,
mom and
yeah,
aunt.
obviously friend and family discount. I can't believe you're charging me money in the first
100
place.
grand. Now listen, I'm just doing a quick hour. I'm gonna have my team there to shoot it.
What?
I'm gonna have a
And
quick
in
hour.
the middle of my taping, you're like this. You come out, yay! And you come out, what's up, guys? I just want to say hi again. All right, I'm going back out.
just fuck
ruining
up,
my rhythm.
Just fuck up the whole thing.
Oh, my God. Dude, it's going to be good.
Dude.
Talia Hall. We got to sell those tickets.
Oh, that thing's selling out. What? How many nights you doing?
2 nights. No, 2 shows. 1 night.
All right, perfect.
2 shows, 1 night. That's all we got to do.
Flying Saturday, bro.
I need your help on what the backdrop is,
Oh yeah. Please let me do some of that.
right?
Please.
All right.
And the marketing for it and the name. I'd love to
Yeah.
do that. The shirts.
I kind of like the idea of bipolar ape because that's what we are, bipolar apes.
You're bipolar ape.
I know.
I'm not.
No, I know, but I like the idea of calling it bipolar ape because we are basically humans are capable of
God.
sinners and saints.
That's interesting.
What do you think?
I don't know.
We'll talk
It doesn't
about
really
it.
flow.
Well, how about American boner? Might be the greatest
It's
name
so
of all
funny.
time.
Now we're talking.
That'd be so funny just to call it American boner. The first time I'm actually trying to say something with my stand-up instead of being a silly goose, and I just call it American boner. Way to ruin
Now
it.
don't have people think it's a comedy special and you do a fucking hour TED talk for us.
No, you ever seen fucking?
do that.
No, I never will. You ever seen with Nick Swartzen what he called one of his specials?
No.
You just see his face like this. He's like this, and it says, "Who farted?" So fucking funny.
Great.
Oh my! No, it says, "All right, who farted?" Oh my God! Look at it.
There's nothing better to me than come up with comedy special names. I don't have a comedy special yet. I have about 60 names in the bank ready to go.
God. Oh, seriously.
think of names nonstop.
Seriously, who farted?
That's hilarious.
Look at
his
face,
nose.
face.
Wow.
Seriously,
That's
who
brilliant.
farted? He's so
Dude, we got to
funny.
get him on the show. I love
Oh,
that
he
guy.
wants to do the show.
I know. I love that guy.
We should
Let's
call
get him on. You leave Thursday. You doing any spots in town this week?
I think I'm doing a spot tomorrow night.
I was supposed to do a spot tomorrow night.
Sam Tripoli's show.
Oh yeah, you're at the Comedy Store.
I am,
I was,
right?
I was supposed to do a spot last night at the Improv, but my voice, I got to fucking. I think I'm Friday night.
You got to take it easy.
You know, Friday night, my first time on a Friday night at the Laugh Factory. I'm doing Laugh Factory Friday
That's
night.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
I
My
love
voice
Factory.
is back, but Tuesday I had to cancel on Improv. Sucks because my
Yeah.
voice is.
You don't want to fuck around.
How about Sam Tripoli was on Maron's podcast?
Oh, really?
And he was really good.
He's great.
He was
I'm
really-
glad he was on Maron's podcast.
I know.
For what?
His podcast is so fucking big, man.
I know. To do what? To promote it?
He's just on there. They've known each other for a while, but they're not like friends. I think Maron just had him on there, and then, Maron's. I think he's on the road in Dublin or something like that. So he banks some, and does his thing, and then puts interviews on. He has Sam on there, but I've never heard Sam's story as far as like, where Sam was born and raised, how he came about, and stuff like that. It was good. It was really good.
Yeah, I like Mark.
On the road, I listen to. That's what I do. I kill my time with podcasts and books on tape. But Maron had Bill Simmons on.
What books do you like? What podcasts?
Well, I'll get to that. With Maron, he had Bill Simmons on. Bill Simmons.
Oh, yeah.
Bill Simmons is a special dude because...
Not Russell Simmons.
No, not the sexual predator Russell Simmons. Ben Simmons.
I don't know that.
I'm sorry, Bill Simmons, who owns The Ringer. So Bill Simmons, the guy who created 30 for 30, Grantland, had the whole thing with ESPN.
Oh, yeah, sure.
The podcast Godfather. It's like Maron, Rogan, and Bill Simmons. It's kind of like the...
Really? Bill Simmons got a huge
Oh,
podcast?
fucking huge. He was a sports writer in Boston.
Oh, he knows his shit.
Brilliant, man.
guys are-
He did the Andre the Giant documentary.
Oh, okay.
He does all the... He does.
Oh, yeah, he had a show for a little while. It didn't go.
No, it's tough. It was tough. It's interesting because he's talking about it on Maron, because his whole thing is he's like us. He likes podcasts how it's raw and it's like there's a conversation. He goes, what if I brought this to TV? And he goes, what I learned from that is what you think works on a podcast doesn't work on TV. It just doesn't translate.
Yeah.
Like TV has to be boom, boom, boom. And he thought he could make that happen on TV, and it just never caught on.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
So now he has The Ringer, and they have all these, podcast kind of, he has his network, and from there, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
he's a pioneer, man. Brilliant, man. Very, very smart. Very smart. But Maron's been killing it, man.
What
Maron had a good point. He goes, I didn't see the show. He goes, but it doesn't make sense to me that you try and put on TV because podcast has their kind of lane and TV has their lane.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work on
But Maron's not a sports guy, is he?
No, not at all. But they didn't even talk sports. Maron's not a sports guy at all, but he understands the podcast game, and he was on his, and so Bill Simmons did the favor and came on his. But the thing is Maron was saying that that kind of medium for entertainment doesn't work on TV. And he goes, for instance, like David Letterman has his kind of a podcast type interview show on Netflix. And he goes, and he has great guests, huge guests. He goes, but I don't want to see David Letterman sit down for an hour and have a conversation.
No, I agree
want
with
to see
you.
the witty
I want to listen to it.
David Letterman where it's fun,
Yeah.
He goes, I'd rather listen
That's
to
not
it.
Letterman's. That's interesting. That's not long form is not Letterman's forte, is
No.
it? That's Rogan's forte. That's Maron's forte.
Yes.
That's so fucking true.
And Bill
'Cause he
Simmons,
spent
too.
the past 30 years doing short form, like quippy shit.
Now he's on Netflix with Jay-Z and Obama and the biggest guests in the world.
That's so
but you
interesting
watch it and I love that
I
stuff.
felt the same way. I watched it. First of all, I've never thought David Letterman, and there's nothing inherent about David Letterman that's interesting. He's not that interesting. If you
I
think
love
about
David Letterman.
If you think about Letterman,
He's a beast
he
of a
was
comic.
an all right comic. He wasn't a beast. No, he was never a beast. He was never very good. He was all right as a comic. I promise.
I won't argue with you.
Yeah,
in
he would
comedy.
never compare to
know
the guys
better.
you're friends with. I mean,
Yeah.
he never was.
Yeah.
So he became a talk show
He
guy.
quit once
And
he
he's-
saw Jay Leno's work ethic. You know that?
Oh, I didn't know that. That makes sense.
Oh,
Okay.
he's at the comedy store and Jay Leno was there and he's like, what are you doing? Jay Leno's like, I have 4 sets a night. What are you doing? He's like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. He was just never. He was very detached and kind of like snarky and the kind of that Indiana thing, but nowhere
Was he-
near
was
like
he a
Jim
doorman at the
Gaffigan.
comedy store?
Yeah, he was never going to be a great comic. I'm sorry. But he had this thing, right?
He was witty
this-
and had something about him.
Yeah,
right?
he had this accessible Americana, likable thing. And he was also irreverent enough and all that stuff. Like you never felt he was kissing the ass of the guest, right?
Yeah.
He was always kind
always
of a
give
little
it
bit,
back to him.
Yeah. Like he would always give it back to him. Like he told Madonna, he goes, well, you got this helmet you call hair. He would always, he had a good thing. But but there was nothing about him that's,
You don't want to see a long form
No,
of it. And
no.
have you seen his beard in that?
yeah,
God, he's not looking great.
It's a little much. It's a little much.
You know what? The one thing about David Letterman, remember when he's going through that whole stuff with the allegations?
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what?
It's all
I
true.
fucked a few employees.
Yeah. Did a
And
good
then once
job,
he
too.
owned it,
Yep.
it was over. Remember that?
Did a good job. He's an old man now. That's all.
But he doesn't have to look that way.
He's probably had to shave for so long, and he said, I don't want to shave anymore.
But even that, like, that's a thing that people don't realize. When people do, like, that's a, there's a lot of upkeep with that.
Sure it is.
Like, that's a thing. When people go, oh, look at him revolting. I bet I love it. He's on Netflix and refuse. No. That's an attempt at a style. That's still a certain kind of attempt at looking a certain way.
I think
it's
you're
not a nomad look.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Beards are in.
Yep.
But it's a lot of work to do. Ask someone with a big beard. That's not easy.
No, it's not.
You got to comb that shit. There's oils. It's, there's more
fan.
germs in it than a toilet.
Never been a David Letterman fan. Not once.
I feel like you're going hard at the guy.
Never
You don't
been
like
a David
him. I
Letterman
like
fan.
him.
Never been a Jay Leno fan. Conan O'Brien. Now you're talking about a motherfucker.
Conan O'Brien.
Now you're talking about.
He might be the most talented man out of all of them.
He is a guy who
Writer on
is at
SNL,
the highest level of
Simpsons.
Simpsons. He's at the highest level comedically. David.
He's a special
Conan
dude.
O'Brien is a fucking beast.
Super beast.
Jay
He's
Leno,
so funny.
In my opinion, Jay Leno and David Letterman can't hold his
I never
job.
found Jay Leno funny.
Nope.
I like him. If I had to pick between Jay Leno and David Letterman growing up, I always watched Jay Leno.
Yeah. But Conan O'Brien is brilliant. Well, how would he not be with the biggest head on the planet?
He's a big dude.
He's a very
I
big
saw him in
man.
person. He is tall.
He's a very big man with a huge head, and he's fantastic.
I think he's the best in the business.
Oh, and I know people that know him personally, and he's hilarious.
Remember when he got fucked over? Remember when he did the Jay Leno show? Then Jay came back and was like, "No, I'm just fucking with you."
Yeah,
He went
Jay
to
Leno,
TBS
Leno's
and
a
got paid.
selfish guy, but Jay Leno does not have a lot of fans. I'll tell you that much. Not at all.
Really?
Yep. They always say he acts like a nice guy. I don't know Jay, so I don't want to say anything too bad, but I just haven't heard, through my years, I've heard the opposite. Maybe it's
Interesting.
unfair. I don't want to be.
Yeah, but that medium though with podcasts, it doesn't really translate to TV because people listen to you talk when they're going to work, when they're in the car, they're working out. With TV, it's different. You watch TV
interesting
to
you
get
say that. I
this,
never thought of
this.
that. Yeah. Long form's huge, man. Long form is a conversation, not an interview, too. There's a difference sometimes. What Rogan's strength is in a lot of ways is he's having a conversation with very
You're
smart
in on the
people.
conversation.
Yeah. And then he'll ask a question that comes to him organically where he's curious about it.
Yeah, he doesn't have them in the
it written
chamber.
out.
No matter what you say, it's
Yeah.
produced where you're firing that off. You listen. That's the art of having a conversation.
Very much so. Very much so.
I find it very interesting.
And podcast radio is giving way to the podcast. TV is giving way to, like the movie star. Who is a movie star nowadays? It's like
The Rock.
Yeah, very few though, right? So it's
Oh yeah, not the same.
it's all it's so dissipated.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting though because Bill Simmons, who's been on kind of the forefront of certain media, especially when it comes to sport, he was working for the Boston Globe or whatever, and he said so he had an email, like he got email in '96, and then he was writing for ESPN, and something would happen. There's a big trade or something like that, and he said he knew newspaper was in trouble because the trader was breaking news. Well, he wrote it and put it online. Everyone saw it. 2 days later, the Boston Globe on Friday came out and went, breaking news, blah, 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 trade. And he's like, well, you're 2 days old, brother. And he goes, oh, shit. And so he started to do all his focus online.
Damn.
Yep. He was like, he's just always been at the forefront of things. And, he's a writer for Jimmy Kimmel.
Ooh.
He's a writer for Jimmy Kimmel forever, yeah. Very, very good writer, funny guy.
Oh, yeah.
And then he said he was writing for Jimmy Kimmel and was just like, God, he's always wanted to do something else.
I love Jimmy Kimmel, by the way. He's a guy.
Jimmy Kimmel's brilliant.
Yeah.
So is Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah. Yeah, they're great.
I'd say Conan's the most talented man on TV, though.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you can make that case.
Yeah.
A beast. What do we got for current events?
The first one is actually a little bit older, but we talked about it a while ago. How Carrie Underwood says she would not look the same anymore. How she had a horrific accident.
Dude, before you go on, this reminds me of American Idol. I was watching last night. There's a how do I say this? There's a transgender dude on American Idol dressed up as a woman, cross-dressed as a woman, and can sang. Like,
You don't
fucking sing in the top 14, blowing, and everyone else is young, like 18, 16, 19. This drag cross-dresser comes on and fucking lays it down.
I'd like to see
You got to bring it
that.
up.
Is it the one with the facial hair? No, right?
It's the only transgender on American Idol, Chin.
No.
You would know if you've seen.
So she cut her face all up, and there are some faint scars there.
All right, let's see.
I love
Oh, and last night she fucking.
Really? Let me see.
Ada Vox.
That's her.
I auditioned for American Idol back in season 12 when I was just 19 years old. I made it through to the top 50.
Back row, it's the end of the line.
After American Idol, I started getting messages on social media every day. People attacked my weight, my sexuality, telling me that I was horrible, that that I sucked, that I
hear that, brother.
be here, that I shouldn't be who I am. And
So is he
took it to me in the
transgender?
wrong way.
You'll see.
It killed me inside. It killed me inside almost as much as people were telling me that I should kill myself. I was contemplating lots of things that I shouldn't have. I just kind of disappeared from the world for a while.
Hey, we ain't about to cry.
Imagine people just hate
Through all
you
of the
because that's how you
negativity,
are.
How stupid are people that
managed
do that?
to build myself
You
up.
just hate him because that's how he is? Because he feels more feminine than he does masculine traditionally?
I
Oh, but he-
created myself
Look, recreates himself as a
in ways
woman.
that I could not have imagined.
Oh, they must have had some bad motherfuckers come up and go, we're going to turn you into a girl.
Judges.
No, it was his decision. So
Oh.
he didn't make it this before. Came back and now he dresses up as a girl on stage. Get ready for this, Bryan. Get ready for this shit. I get chills from this, man. I have a raging boner. I don't know why. Look at this.
Hi.
Look at him now. Or her. I don't know what to say.
I'm Ada Vox, and I'm going to be singing.
Ada, where are you from?
San Antonio, Texas.
Big hair in Texas.
Oh, yes, girl. Got to represent for the Texas Queens. How you doing?
Tell me about your journey here to LA.
I work by day serving fish on a platter at a lovely little seafood restaurant. So that don't really pay the bills to get to LA.
like a girl.
And then I'm a professional part-time woman by night.
What does that mean?
It means I do this when the sun goes down.
Amazing. And Ada, what's your
Are you speechless?
Fish on a platter, girl. Fish on a platter.
I actually.
I think Katy Perry is so hot.
I like all three of these, but as
she's
judges,
so
they're
hot.
bad. They're too friendly. Like there's no one who keeps it real anymore.
Do you think she's hot as fuck?
Oh, Katy Perry?
I was
my
on it
I
in
would
season
fucking-
12 as a little old boy named Adam.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this is new.
How many years ago was that?
Will the fans be able to see this, Jen?
How far did you get into
I'll
the
show
show?
parts of
I
it.
made the top 50.
And why do you think
Keep fast forward to when she sings.
I
You
didn't
know the story.
have
But you got to start from right when she sings.
stuff together. I was just a chubby little Latino boy.
I
and-
want to
See
Let's do
here.
Okay.
Here we go.
There is a house in New Orleans.
Oh, boy.
They call the rising sun. And it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one.
Well, holy fuck.
What, can you find last night's?
By the way-
No, that's whatever. That's decent. Find last night's because she's at training now.
This is America. I love America. Oh, boy.
Does this look like it?
Yes, that's it.
That says April 2nd. So was it a brand new episode?
Yeah, but play this one.
Okay.
Got me here.
This one's good.
And I thank her so much.
God, do they have to play her story every time?
She turns too many tricks.
I love her short hair.
Why do you like short hair?
This is part of what makes our culture strong and interesting, everybody.
But people are hating on her so bad.
Makes our culture strong.
When you were here before, I couldn't look you in the eyes.
I feel like Jin's judging her.
It's like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. But I'm a queen. I'm a
I'll hook you up with her if you want.
You know,
babe.
this is fucking Radiohead song, right?
Yeah.
Listen to the way he's singing this. Fuck.
Say she. Use the right pronouns.
But go ahead and hate on this person for doing
Look at
that.
this.
Come on, man. This person's channeling this woman.
One love.
Dude, you're talking about, like, as he said, a chubby Latino guy who serves fish. And look at this shit. This is
Katy
America.
Perry's crying.
You should cry over this. Oh. This works.
You get Jin's face.
It's crazy.
Chin looks disgusting.
No, it's crazy.
It's glorious.
In a good way,
Like
right?
yeah, it sounds like she's an actual girl that's a good girl singer.
Yep.
Which is trippy.
That's a little Latino boy, Chin.
Well, he's always felt obviously more like this woman.
And then when she's on
himself.
stage, she just takes this fucking persona on and last night though was
that's
last
living,
night
man.
was like
That's
it
living.
was like all average. I was like, God, this is weak. And then she came out and Katy Perry was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. It's almost like say what you will, but obviously
love, Bryan.
she feels or he feels more like himself or whoever he is or
Herself.
whoever
Dressed like that.
Whoever that person at their best is that.
And why wouldn't you want that for someone?
You play a
Who gives
character.
shit?
Well, because they make beautiful music.
Yeah.
And because it's nice in your ears, but you know. Because it's a threat to the norms of society. And
this is my thing, though. Do you think
idea,
she makes it into the top 3 because she's transgender? I don't think America's going to vote her in like that, even though she's the best singer.
they might. I don't know.
I think they would.
I don't think so. I hope so. I don't think so.
I'm going to be very interested to see that. I bet they will.
You're going to watch now, aren't you?
I
You
am.
can pay attention.
I won't because I'm too busy.
And you're going to slide into her DMs.
I am. Hello. I want some fish.
Well, we got started on Carrie Underwood, though. Where's Carrie Underwood's face?
I was just getting this ready. Yeah. So do you remember we talked about it, how she had this horrific...
She fell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she
she
had
got a serious
40
scar.
to 50 stitches on
In
her
her
face.
lip, I think.
Well,
No,
she
all
didn't
over
say
her
where.
face. It was like all hair.
Oh. I
She
saw
didn't
it
say.
on her mouth, I thought.
She was just saying she's like warning her fans, I'm not going to look the same when I go back on
She
stage.
said her kids didn't recognize her.
Which is...
What kind of fall did she
I don't know
fucking
about that.
take?
She looks normal to me.
That's the thing. So fans are pissed off. She did the ACMs, I think it was like a week or two ago.
Oh, let
a
me
week
see.
ago. And her face looks flawless. You can't see
she's
any
gorgeous
difference.
and she's such a good singer.
I don't know.
Carrie Underwood?
Here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Carrie, don't be too dramatic because your face looks fine.
That's why fans were pissed off.
Fans wanted
That
to be
she blew it out of
disfigured.
proportion.
Maybe, or it's covered up by makeup and great plastic surgery. Maybe she's had over 30 surgeries.
I don't know. But yeah, that was the story of this particular thing.
I'm a Carrie Underwood fan. Keith Urban, you got to quit with the fucking highlights and the haircut. You got to stop.
Man.
You're too old for that shit.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of his, but you got to quit that.
I don't care about him. I'm sure he's great.
She's a nice guy.
I know
Don't
a
highlight
comic
your
girl
hair.
who said I'd suck his dick just out of respect. I was
That's
like,
fair.
Jesus,
No,
that's
fair.
awesome.
That's fair.
She goes, no, you have to suck his dick because out of respect, he's so talented.
No, that's a fair statement.
I was like, that's really cool of you.
yeah,
God, not me. I would bully him
that's
out
not
of
nice.
jealousy.
What
and
else you
also
got, Chin?
don't have tribal tattoos like
while
that.
we're on this music stuff, so I messed up a story last 2 weeks ago where Ed Sheeran, remember I said that Tim McGraw was suing Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
It's actually, no, that girl that the songwriting
she's
people,
suing Ed
they're suing Ed Sheeran and Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
And then I guess there's writing inside the thing, the lawsuit where Tim McGraw says he's backing up Ed Sheeran. However, if there is damages that they have to pay, that he was just a singer. He didn't write the song. So he's essentially saying, it's not my fault.
Those things are
whatever
all handled by
happens.
your lawyer.
Yeah,
All those things are handled by your lawyer.
They're telling him to say that.
He
A
doesn't even know what the
representative
fuck is
said
going
that.
on. He's
They
like,
don't-
what?
He's like, what?
What do I say? Yeah, okay. Write the statement for me.
Yeah, just make sure
they
I'm
go like
good.
this. They go, here's what we're going to say in a statement. He's on the phone. He goes, okay, that sounds good.
Yep, correct.
That's how that works.
What else you got?
Being a celebrity myself, I can tell you.
Take it easy, man.
Oh, my God.
Avicii, I'm not really into EDM music,
I love
but
him.
He
this
was
guy's
huge.
huge. Yeah,
Big
enormous. And young, 28 years old.
Yeah.
Well,
So he passed away.
I have a friend who works in Vegas in the night scene, and she was saying that he had a residency at Wynn, and they actually fired him from that because he was on stage and fell asleep because he was on heroin.
drugs.
He was on heroin.
Oh.
Yeah.
He had his gallbladder and spleen removed. So he was doing
He was partying hardcore.
heroin.
And they knew it was a problem. Yeah, they knew it was a
Okay,
problem.
cool.
And then he was just spinning out of control.
okay.
But did you see in his hometown on the Bell? Did you see them playing? You know, the church playing his music in the morning.
No.
Oh my God! Do you guys not pay any attention?
Wake me
to
up
that?
when it's all over.
Oh, dude,
I'm wiser and I'm older.
there it is. Look at this. Yeah, look.
The one I'm on right now? No.
Yeah, that one. No. The
I
one
don't
down there,
know.
the
No,
one
that's
down-
not
Wake
it
Me
either.
Up, Avicii down there.
No, that's just his main
one.
hit.
This is from old, yeah.
That
That's
one.
not.
No, but it's the church. You type in church bells for God's sakes. Church. Just type in Avicii church bells. Don't put hometown. There it
Dutch
is.
church bells pay fitting tribute to me.
That would be it. Hey, someone's had a fan question on my show. Below the Belt.
You're gonna say that.
Who's better at Google, Chin or Stevie Wonder?
Oh my God.
I voted Stevie
Chin
too.
does struggle.
So funny.
All right, what do you play it, Chin?
It's not funny. Oh, there it is.
His hometown. How cool is this? They wrote this.
I want to be there for some reason. I like Sweden.
I've never been.
It's beautiful. Stockholm is beautiful. I want to go to Florence right now. I need a Europe fix.
It's pretty cool though, right? And the composer, they showed him playing it, and they have it written up. At 28, man, what a fucking shame.
Yeah.
And I was talking to someone who knows him pretty well, and I said, the problem is, you know, he got super famous young, and there's no blueprint of, okay, you're going to get this famous, you can get this amount of money, and these guys are on the road 300 days a year. They're in the club scene. You got to be up all night. So drugs are obviously something that's part of the business, and he's young. He has all this money and access to women and private jets and hotels, and then you find yourself lost, and then you fucking fall into that.
True. Well, we know one thing: fame and money doesn't save you from addiction. Like fame, you don't get famous and really rich, and all of a sudden you're like, things are so much better now. Like it tends to be something more than that.
Yeah, it's a bummer, man.
This
Which is why
scene
I
in
want you guys to
particular
come to my
too.
meditation seminar.
What?
EDM? It's a kind of a drug thing. It's a culture. Like, you know, if you're going to go
There's
to
a
those
lot
big
of
shows,
ecstasy and-
especially ecstasy.
Molly and X,
Yeah.
But heroin's obviously a different
that's
level,
huge.
for God's sake.
Yeah, heroin doesn't work out. I've never really heard of heroin working out.
I'll tell you what, I've never done drugs in my life, man, but if you had a line of Devil's Dandruff in Calgary after my second show, I probably would have
You would've needed
this
it.
big old snoz of mine and sniffed it up.
Yeah, you would have needed it. I hear Pure Blow is more yellow than it is white. I don't know why I know it. Just know that it is.
Then I call that the Devil's Drip.
Devil's Drip.
What else
Call
you got,
that
Chin?
the Devil's Drip.
Another death. Vern Troyer.
Who brought the good news, Bear?
I mean, this all happened over the past weekend. Vern
doesn't
Troyer. He's only
surprise
49 years old, but he
Yeah, but
passed away.
small people don't live that long in general, right? They have a shorter lifespan.
Yeah, they have
Is
a
that
lot
the
of-
right thing to say, small
yes,
people?
Yes. They
And
have a lot of-
especially with his condition, like he has extreme whatever that is,
Dwarfism?
dwarfism. But I guess his friends and family are saying they're hinting at suicide.
Right?
Yeah,
because
they're
he's
hinting at
always
suicide.
super depressed. Did you ever see him on the what's that show? The reality show.
Yeah.
What was that show? God, I fucking love that
Celebrity
show.
reality? No.
Something. It was on VH1, right? Mm-hmm. And they would Vern Troyer, their celebrities were in the house. He would be hammered on his little and just fucking
peeing
shit face.
I saw him.
The Surreal Life.
Surreal Life.
I took
I'll
a
tell
plane-
you what,
took
one
a
of the
plane with
greatest
him
shows ever. The Surreal Life.
It's
Who else
very,
was
very
on
hard
that
to
cast?
track.
that Brady guy. Remember the middle Brady?
Yeah, and he was dating that
hooked
hot
up.
chick.
Yeah, it was so
They got
crazy.
married. Who else was on there? Just click on Surreal Life Wikipedia for God's sake.
Where's
No,
Mike
IMDb.
Myers been? Can somebody tell me where Mike Myers?
Oh, you wonder where Mike Myers? You know where he's at?
Yeah.
he's in Canada in his fucking Shrek castle.
No, I
because he made $1 billion
I understand, but-
playing a green character on TV.
But he hasn't. What? He was
Shrek.
Shrek.
Oh, he wrote and created Shrek.
He wrote and created
He's
Shrek.
out of the game.
He's out.
Oh, there's.
He wrote and created Shrek. No, that's
I'm pretty
Pixar.
sure he was the voice actor. I'm not sure if he wrote
Yeah,
it
he's the
though.
voice actor. But still, wow.
But
Oh yeah,
they're-
Bridget Neeson, Jordan Knight,
Uncle Joey, Dave Coulier.
Uncle Joey was on there.
Yeah,
What's this? What's this?
this
for?
might be
What's this for?
2003.
What show is this?
Surreal Life, the one that Vern Troyer was on.
Oh yeah, Bridget.
He was great.
And Adrian Curry was the really.
Oh yeah,
hot
Jose
girl.
Canseco was on there.
Yep.
It was the greatest show ever. Janice
Jose
Dickinson.
Canseco's got a twin
Omarosa?
brother. You know that?
Really?
Yeah,
You know my boy Mike Stud dates his daughter. Have you seen Jose Canseco's daughter?
she's a dime piece.
Oh, fucking smoke
Jose
show 2000.
Canseco is a striking looking man.
Very good looking
Tall,
dude.
huge.
Very good looking dude.
He's so tall, and he's just bigger and stronger than everybody.
I need to hit up Mike Stud and see if he'll get Jose Canseco on here for us.
That'd be nice.
That'd be great. Probably don't talk about juice though, huh?
Huh?
Probably don't talk about juice. You're bored.
He's open about it.
MC Hammer.
Wow.
know that.
Hammer was on this? I'm surprised Hammer did that. China. Man, I'll tell you what. Celebrity Rehab. China dead. Vern Troyer
Bronson
dead.
Pinochet dead.
Who's dead?
Bronson Pinochet dead. China dead. China died. Yeah, that's right. She did. Who's that? Where is she?
Bronson Pinchot died?
You know China.
Yeah, she was the wrestler.
Yeah,
And
she's
she
your
had
type too.
Her clitoris was as big as a penis. Do you know that?
Dude, that's so...
Did you see it?
Come on, man. Have a little respect for the
clitoris
dead.
was as big as a penis.
Have a respect for the dead.
I know.
Hey, man, he's alive.
Wait, Balky died?
No, he's alive.
No, he's dead.
You son of a bitch.
No, Bronson Pinochet died.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Does it say
It
that?
doesn't say. It says he's alive.
Man,
Yeah, he's 58 years old.
Balky didn't die, you son of a bitch. Remember Balky? He played great show.
Oh, no, not him. Not
His
Bronson.
career. You meant his career.
No. The other guy died.
His buddy in that.
The guy who was so
His
funny.
guy in that. Is it the guy who starred in that?
Not the other guy. Shit. Anyway.
I know who you're talking about. You're talking about...
The late Pope. I'm talking about the late Pope. John Paul.
I know where you're going with this. You're talking about Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got, Chin? Perfect Strangers was good. Let's see here. Balky, what a great name. I want to name a dog Balky.
You hear about this? Trump pardoning Jack Johnson, the boxer, after he passed away.
Did he sleep? What was it? What was his crime? Sleeping with a black woman or marrying a white woman? Or
so
something?
it was taking her across, like.
Yeah, it's called the Mann Act.
Yeah, which is it's made for sex trafficking, but they used it for him because they didn't like, obviously, black people.
Well, definitely pardon that.
Thanks for nothing, Trump.
Definitely pardon that.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus
name.
Trump's going to pardon. He'll pardon all of the people caught up in the Mueller scandal.
Yes.
Like his lawyer, they're all getting
They're
pardoned.
all pardoned.
Manafort. The word is that you tell them, fight the government, let them spend all their resources, and then just let them spend all that time and just wink at them because know that you're going to get a full pardon.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Trump is like, fuck you.
The reason why this one's interesting because Sylvester Stallone is the one that called him and told him about this boxer, the heavyweight boxer from
Trump's like, yeah, sure, what do you want, Rocky?
Yeah.
He's like, well, my name's Sly. Whatever, Rocky, click. That's weird. When Sylvester Stallone's calling shots to the president.
Yeah.
Did you see that one? I forget what she's from. An actor got caught in sex trafficking.
It's right next.
Oh, sick.
Boom. This girl. Have you guys ever seen Smallville? I grew up on Smallville.
Nope, sure
First
haven't.
of all, she's sexy.
Oh, that's her
damn
older
it,
picture
Bryan.
too. You should have
What
seen her on the
happened?
show. She was so cute on the show.
Allison Mack arrested in roll-up and alleged sex cult?
Yeah.
Why would you arrest somebody for a sex cult?
No sex trafficking.
It
Bryan.
is trafficking.
It says sex cult. Hold on.
So that's the cult
Arrested
that did
for her
trafficking.
alleged role in a notorious upstate sex slave cult. She's expected to appear on Friday. Sex trafficking and forced labor. The bus comes less than a month after Nixon leader Keith whatever was collared in the same charges.
They've been hiding out?
Since
Yeah,
one of their
Mexico.
slaves in October went public with their experience in the cult.
Oh, what's those slaves say, though?
I was going to say, I had a sexual relationship.
So
Now,
they
was
were-
this-
Brian, maybe we're part of this cult we don't even know.
She
it.
looks like she was into sadomasochism, and somebody got mad.
I think she was brainwashed, just like a lot of cult
whatever.
stuff.
Oh, hold up.
woman was being
The
branded
women
like
were being
wow.
branded like cattle. Mac allegedly placed her hands on their chest and told them to feel the pain.
That's all within the bounds
And
if
to
it's
think that their
consensual.
master. And to think of their master.
Look at this.
The actress first lured the women into the secret society with Nick Navim, known as the Vow. And then
cajoled them, which means persuaded them, into providing collateral like embarrassing photos and statements to use as blackmail.
what a bad
She
person.
then allegedly groomed the slaves for sex with Renier. But this was a whole sexual thing that they all did, ordering them to adhere to extremely restrictive diets so their butts are clean. Refrain from eating salads. Refrain from removing their pubic
Damn,
hair.
homie had-
and stay celibate.
Homie liked anal sex.
Yeah. She also forced them to pose naked for photos. She didn't force anybody to do anything. I love when they say she forced them to.
They might have, bro.
Including one occasion, close-up pictures of their vaginas, which they were given. Well, that woman is not going to force anybody. I love this. Mack and other slave masters allegedly made their slaves participate in readiness drills, requiring them to respond to requests at the time of the day or night so they are seriously sleep deprived. This is what everybody... Nobody was kidnapping them and forcing them at gunpoint. This is a whole sex
Yeah, but it's
cult that people got
blackmail.
into.
It's blackmail. It's
Sure,
cult.
but people get
The
into
cult
this
stuff.
shit. If you were going to join a cult, shut up.
Hey, B, let me ask you
I
something.
just like that.
Hey, Brian,
let me see some pictures of her.
I hear you. You know, she's great. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You can be dead honest.
Yeah.
You defend that bitch a little too hard. You part of this cult? You part of this sex cult?
I don't even know what you mean by part of. I have given money and
You're one of the leaders? You force people to clean their assholes out too?
They call me the Dark Lord.
Oh my God.
That was her on Smallville. She was really cute.
She's all right.
Well, she's a perv and I love her.
It's cute.
She's all right.
And that girl,
She's into
You know what she is?
Like a lot of these people
She's
are.
mousy.
Yeah, but when I hear this story,
I know,
I hear of a big perverted ring of a bunch of people who are into this shit. They get
That girl.
together and they all fuck. I mean,
That girl in the
some
middle.
people
See, that's
are
sexy,
submissives
kid.
and some people are dominants. And I mean,
Yeah, you're going too hard in the
okay,
paint.
so it got,
Hey, Bryan, you're going
got
way
carried
too hard
away.
in the paint. You're going way too hard in the paint.
Look, do I have a membership? There it is.
You're going way too hard in the
See my
paint.
tattoo.
You're
See
going
my,
way too hard in the paint for this bitch.
who's the
She's
who's
mousy.
The one on the right? I don't mind.
No, who's
her.
the one in the middle?
right? No, this is Kristen Krug. She was a star of the show. So it's Superman, and this is like the girl before Lois Lane.
Smallville, now it's Bigville in my pants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit. Big Bill in my pants, motherfuckers. Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
What else you got, Chin? Let's get off this before everyone kills Brian.
Oh, fuck off, though.
That's Kristen.
She made
God
the,
damn,
she made
she
the
was
poster
part of it,
pictures.
too.
Fuck off. I
You're
don't buy
going
it.
too hard, sir. Too hard in the paint.
This girl was actually part of it, like in the beginning
She
part
was
of it.
part of the sex
because it was
trade?
supposed to be like this empowerment to women kind of guru group.
Yeah, but you
but they
fuck
tricked them later. Yeah.
And then you had a charismatic shithead
my
leader,
dick, my
who was
dick.
a dude who was like, "This is all for me to get laid." All cults are always some asshole guy
Sleeping
who's
with a
trying to
million
fuck
girls.
a lot of young, naive or
Dude,
dumb
she was
girls.
in it?
Give me a break.
God.
No, she didn't.
Damn, I'll be in that group.
She didn't
too.
participate on the sex stuff. She
You know
got out of
there's
it.
one in L.A. right now.
Those things exist everywhere.
You know how we'll know what made it be? When we invited one of those groups.
I've been invited. How about that?
Hey, watch
You
your
want to know
mouth.
the truth?
I've been to some parties.
I've been invited.
I'm talking about being in the real
No.
club.
I've been invited to a high-end one. You got to pay into it. I was like, wow, interesting. And I heard some shit.
High fee?
And there are some high-level motherfuckers in it. How about that? This shit goes on all day long. Yes, there are dominants and subs. Fuck off. Tied up. Yes, all that
You're
stuff.
going way too hard in
Beaten,
the paint. You're way too
sleep
into
deprived.
it. Beaten, sleep deprived.
There's a guy. I know a billionaire from England who had a girl friend who was into this shit, and she and her friend, he would keep she and her friend in a closet and then take them out. They fucking, oh, okay, you want me to keep going? I happen to know.
Way
I
too hard in
wasn't
the
there.
paint. Way too hard.
I wasn't there, but my friends kind of stopped being friends with this guy. I knew him through my other friend. I go, why? He goes, dude, he was telling me about, he got into a big plastic jar, a human-sized plastic jar.
Okay, I'm into this.
They put a seal on it,
Oh, that's cool.
and then
I'm into it.
there was a tube.
Okay.
There's a long tube.
Okay, I'm still in.
And then he had
Honey, go through the tube.
6 girls
Okay, girls.
farting into the tube.
Oh, I'm out. I'm out.
I'm not kidding.
I'm
and he
out.
was breathing all the farts. He
And
was
jacking
breathing
off?
them. I don't know. He was naked in the tube. Very wealthy man.
He probably
My age,
he probably paid
older.
them handsomely to fart in that too.
Yeah, he did. And they were hot girls who were farting hard.
What did they do to fart?
And by the way, they were given a diet that would create gas. And they farted into that tube.
God, man.
So-
you got to be a real low life to take the money to fart in it too.
This shit is nothing. There's all kinds of weird shit like that.
Hey, can you imagine?
about what plating? You know what plating
Hey,
is?
can you imagine going to L.A.? Can you imagine going to L.A. to be a movie star? And next thing you know, you're farting for money.
Yeah, which happens.
How's things going?
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't got the big break, but, financially, I'm all right.
I heard a story.
How'd you get
when
this
I first
car?
got to LA, I heard about a guy. Yeah.
Farting in
Farting.
tubes.
When I remember a .com guy, I heard a story about a .com guy who I had met once because
Don't
he
make me
financed
throw
a
up,
movie
Bryan.
I did.
I don't need this.
I'm gonna.
Don't make me throw up.
I'm gonna.
Don't
'Cause
fucking
I
do
did
it.
a movie he
I'm gonna
financed. He
punch
was
you
a
in the
little
dick.
weird mousy guy, and he paid girls thousands of dollars, and he'd lie under
Bryan.
the coffee table,
Bryan.
and they would poo on the coffee
Oh,
table.
God.
There, I said it.
Wait, so you just lay on like a black coffee table and they'd shit on top of it?
He would on a glass coffee table.
And then he would look it up.
Mm-hmm. You know what you're thinking? I might do that.
That makes, I'd throw up everywhere. You couldn't pay me enough money. That makes me feel
People
sick.
are into some weird shit.
I'm
Now, when
more concerned the girls are willing to do it.
when girls do porn and they have anal scenes, they will try to eat nothing but salad for a couple days. Keep their whistle
You're going way too hard in the paint on all this.
I know a lot of stuff.
What else you got, Chin? You scare me, man.
This really hot chick. Her nickname is Cocaine Babe because she was so into like posting stuff on Instagram that she accepted a trip from some random guy that gave her like cocaine to just ship around with her. So her
she was
motivation,
like a mule.
Yeah, she was a mule, but her motivation for it was so she can take pictures and Instagram all those like exotic locations that
they'll call them toilet girls. Yeah, they're called toilet girls. Yeah.
So she's sentenced to 8 years in prison for having cocaine in her luggage that she was shipping for the guy
in America,
Australia.
You got to know that if you're gonna
scroll down, is there more pictures?
Yeah, there's more.
Coke. It's going to come with lots of penalties.
Yeah, you're just a mule, and you're working for the drug cartel.
Yeah, they're very cute.
That's the one that got 8 years.
The question she's all right.
Yeah, the question is, I mean, how sorry are you? We can help you out.
If I'm Australian, you know,
You're
figure
the
out.
judge.
She American?
No. Roberge is her last name.
Well, you know,
Melina Roberge. So maybe
you're young,
Spanish.
you're dumb, and you don't think you're going to get caught. I don't think she deserves 8 years at all.
No, not 8 years. Come on.
I think drugs should be legal. How about that?
I think Fire and Kid should get her bail.
Yep. 8 years.
8 years,
is a long
stupid.
That's her.
time, bro.
Oh, wow. Well,
Canadian.
delicious.
She's Canadian.
Delicious.
Well, I will.
She's
We
delicious.
need to get her out now.
Yep.
She needs to smuggle Brian's dick in her mouth and my nuts in her ass.
Brandon, that would hurt your nuts so bad. And also,
Hey, I don't know.
like, how would you put your nuts? First
I
of all,
don't know. I want to apologize to everyone in the
my
listeners for
nuts
that.
in her ass, and she's going to jail, and you have to say that out loud. I'm
just-
not putting my dick anywhere near there. Number one, number two, because I'm a good man, and you're going to put your balls. You said it on this show. She needs my balls in her ass.
No, I said
You are.
I said we need to
What would you do?
smuggle.
Would you lube your balls up and push them with your fingers into?
It's
her
gonna be
butt?
tough. Ed.
That is a horrible thing.
gonna hurt.
That you should do 8 years for that. You should do 8 years for that. I want to end this podcast. What else do we have? Tell me right now.
I'm just saying,
Smuggle
dude.
my
I would.
balls
I would
in her ass.
You know what? I would try and smuggle drugs into North Korea for that girl. She is hot as fuck.
hot as shit.
If she said, "Shab, I'm in North Korea. I need you to smuggle 8 pounds of cocaine in your rectum for
And then
me."
she's crying, and her lashes are all wet with tears. You don't want to send
Dude,
her
her
to jail.
body is
don't send her to
ridiculous.
8 years of jail for that. Seriously,
No, make her be our intern for 8
people
years.
do cocaine. Let them.
God, cocaine baby ain't fucking around.
Cocaine baby's no joke.
Paying for it though.
She'll pose for Playboy and come out with a nice nest egg. Actually, pose now, and then save that money. And put it in
She can't right now,
IRA.
bro. She's in prison.
You can get some pictures going. Smuggling an iPhone.
I'd risk it all.
Yeah.
I'd smuggle drugs in North Korea for that bitch.
For cocaine. She was just dealing with a little cocaine.
Is that it, Chin?
That's pretty much it. There's another one, but it's
Another sad one?
I don't know if it's sad, but it's probably like a heavy topic.
Let's
Give
see
it
it.
to me.
So 3 parents are suing Alex Jones for defamation
Good.
I
Fuck
would
for the
that
Sandy
guy.
Hook thing.
I
Yeah.
would too. Look at him. What a mess. He's younger than me.
What?
Yeah, a lot younger. Look at that face.
Wow.
Hey, do I look older or younger than him?
You look much younger than
Really? I feel like me and him look very
Look at
similar.
the jowls on that guy.
No, you.
No, he looks fat. I'm just saying we both look
He's a
tired.
mess.
His voice is insane.
He says all this stuff, and then as soon as he gets in trouble, he says, I was just kidding. It's like, well,
Oh, hey, you would like this. Sam Tripoli's going hard on conspiracy theories on Marin. Marin fucking shuts him down like you do. He's like, no, conspiracies are for people who aren't very educated and want something to gravitate towards and lock onto because they don't want to take the time to read actual books. He shits on him so bad.
Yeah, I mean-
he goes, no, I'm sure there's some that are true. Sure. But in general, anyone can get their bachelor's degree in conspiracy. What you can't do is get your bachelor's degree in actual history. It takes time to learn that stuff.
I know.
Because that's why people gravitate towards it.
And also, like,
he's just geek. And Marin's a smart, fucking well-read dude.
yeah, all of us said, like, you're using an iPhone and all the technology that goes into it. When you deny that the earth is round and all that, it's but you're using your iPhone, and satellites work on that principle. I don't even know what to say. Do you fly? Do you take into account the curvature of Earth? That's where you fly when you go from Saudi Arabia to the
Dude, you don't have
Saudi
to.
Arabia, you fly over the
bro. We don't have flat earthers, really. You don't have to just. All of us are rolling our eyes.
It's hilarious.
Now, once you smuggle this dick in your mouth,
What? Mine? Me? I could do 8
that's my
years.
new word.
I could do 8 years. You smoke.
Psh, come over here.
I remember I was
What do
with
you
my
think? What
friend.
do you think about after the show? I don't know.
The first time I heard-
he's smuggling the stick in
The
your
first time I heard that an expression like that, I was with a good friend of mouth. He had his girlfriend. This is a long time ago, and I was with a girl, and she was hot, and we started talking about a foursome, kind of joking around. But my friend said, "I don't like your friend. I'm not attracted to him." And my girl goes, and his girl goes. She looks at me and she goes, "Could I fuck you?" And my buddy goes, "If he dropped his cock in your mouth, you're not going to not suck it." I know. I went, dropped his cock in your mouth.
I thought you were going to say,
and it never happened.
I thought you were going to use the key phrase "smuggle" there. The word of the day is "smuggle."
Well,
Brian,
smuggled would have been good, but I heard
you
drop.
should have said, "Well, if you're on the ground, and he smuggles his dick in your mouth. I'm not going to stop it." Because the key word of the day, smuggle.
Smuggle.
But you said drop.
I like words like the heft of my cock, smuggle.
Smuggle's
drop.
funny.
When she feels the heft of my piece, like there's no, how much would your dick really weigh? Not a lot.
Not a
It
lot.
would depress the shit out of you because you'd have to weigh an ounce.
Full blood.
If a butcher said, if you go, I'll have just one dick, and then they put it on the
Is it
scale.
even a pound?
It wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
I've seen some.
It
I've
wouldn't come close
seen
to
some.
moving the needle.
No,
I bet you the needle.
I've
would
seen some
barely
crackers.
move.
No, I've seen some. I've seen some fucking whoppers.
Yeah, even
2-3 pounds.
No.
2-3 pounds.
Google how much is the average penis weigh?
Oh gosh.
A pork chop.
The average
pork
penis.
chop.
See what happened? You got
One pork chop. Well, what are we doing with our lives now?
And the reason Alex
Making
Jones,
chin
the reason
Google.
Alex Jones
I know
is
it's on my
being
computer
sued is
now.
because he gets harassed by his listeners. Those parents get called up and told they're full of shit. They're dealing with that, and they get called up by morons.
Oh, and they lost their children.
Yeah,
He's a fucking moron.
that's nice.
I don't think there should be answers. Just Reddit
Yeah,
articles.
what does your penis weigh? Yeah,
No, this is crazy.
ounces.
Oh, you know what? We don't.
12.25 ounces.
28.35 grams.
Yeah, they're really tiny.
No, I don't know.
They're really tiny. Speak for yourself, sir.
I mean, I got a heavy dong.
If you want to smuggle your dick in Brian's mouth, go see him in Denver Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, and then see me at Calusa Casino May 5th. Let's see your rash on your tum-tum.
Nope.
Let me see your tum-tum rash.
I'll let you smuggle it in. That's the word of the day. Not this weekend, but next, May 4th and 5th. I'm at the Mall of America House of Comedy. If I do have my voice, I'll be there. That's next weekend, May 4th and 5th. And after that, May, I think, 12th through the 14th, I'm at West Nyack, New York. And then June, I'm in Houston. Ticket at tfatk.com for Bryan and myself. Then also the One Love Vintage Callan Church drop Wednesday night, 5 p.m. Pacific. Get them, tfatk.com. This is the Fire and the Kid. We're out.
Your voice is gone.
Yeah,